AFTV DT. Where are you?
I'm at home.
You ain't at home. I can see like some benches in the background and that. You're at your football club, yeah?
No, I'm working out, innit? It's my home gym. That MTV
You wish.
Cribs. Do you know what I mean?
You wish.
No. We've been training and preparing for a game on Saturday, big game. So win the game, we win a trophy. So we win the League Cup. So yeah, man, it's a big one. But listen, still got to see Arsenal tonight, though.
Yeah. What did you make of it? Because it was a good little game actually. Very competitive game. You could see that Palace were really going for it. You know what I mean? They had their fans in. Hodgson's last game at home at Palace. And Arsenal started off really, really well. But then as we've seen in a lot of games, then they dipped, but then came back to win the game 3-1. It was a really entertaining game. Yeah,
I think Palace were a little bit too fired up because how they weren't down to at least 9 men in the first half, I don't know. You know, the first one with the high tackle, Aubameyang got sent off at Crystal Palace for an identical tackle. So this again, you know, talks about consistency, and there is none. There's no consistency. And then the Benteke one, it's a straight red. And then lo and behold, it's him that goes and scores the goal. And the one thing as well, I see that they were checking VAR, possible foul or this and that. VAR check our decisions within seconds. When you watch any other team, they're there just looking at every single inch of what could possibly be. Arsenal, it's like, nah, carry on. Do you know what I mean? But listen, there was a point in the second half where I thought, you know what, we look tired. We look like we've run out of ideas. We looked a little flat. But fair play to the team and the players, man, to just, you know, get that. I think 3-1's a flattering scoreline. You know, when you think that both goals were in injury time. But I think on the balance of it, in the first half in particular, we deserved to win the game. So, you know, it's at the end of the day with the other results tonight, it doesn't mean that we're going to snatch one of those Europa League places. And it looks like if the results go in our favour, we're going to end up going in that conference, whatever the hell it is. Like, mate, it's like, come on, man. It's like, but then, you know, I want to finish above Tottenham. I do.
Yeah, I know that Conference League.
About that later. What I hope is that I hope deep down is because Everton are playing Man City. Now I hope that, you know, Pep is going to be preparing for the Champions League final and everything else. So he lets Everton win, which means they can take the 7th place and that last, you know, whatever the competition's called. Tottenham get beat by Leicester. We win. We finish above them. All good, all round, lovely. So
yeah, it's all very well and good, but when you look on it, don't you think to yourself, had Arsenal
missed opportunity?
You know, even the top 4 now, where you see Liverpool being able to creep into it, right? Yeah. And at one stage, we weren't even that many points off Liverpool. We more or less, you know, had we put a bit of, you know, some of those games like Fulham and those games where we drop points, you look back at those now and you think to yourself, you know.
Big opportunity missed. Crystal Palace at home, 0-0. Burnley, we lost at home. Look at our performance, what we lost. 7 home games this season. Come on, man. That's a lot of points that we've dropped. And you just mentioned it there. Fulham at home, we should be, you know, getting those points. Those extra 2 points. Crystal Palace at home. You know, you put those 2 together, there's 4 points already. You're sitting comfortably in a European position right there. So many opportunities missed, so many learning curves. But yeah, look, listen, there's a few things to be positive about in terms of we have had a good turn of form since the start of the year. But I'm also looking and saying it's too little too late. It's that first part of the season. It was that November and start of December that absolutely ruined us, where we went through that awful period. And a lot to learn, a lot to take from this season, a lot to, you know, not be happy about, shall we say. And all you
Do
can
you
do
think
is
Arteta's a guy? Do you think Arteta's a guy that possibly can learn from the mistakes that he's made this season and improve? I mean, he's got a huge summer ahead of him because there's going to be no excuses next year. There's going to be no excuses about not having a pre-season. You're not going to be able to, I don't think you're even going to be able to use players as an excuse because he's going to be the guy now. I mean, his role's changed from coach to manager. So he's the guy bringing these players in. So there's no excuses next year. It's going to be all on him. Fans will be back in the stadium, hopefully. Can he learn from his mistakes and turn things around?
He's going to have to, because if he doesn't, he'll be out of a job very quickly. If we have a start of the season similar to what we've had this year, he'll be gone before Christmas. But what you do hope is that he's learned, because he has made mistakes, but at the same time, he has done some really good things. You know, we've rectified our form against the top six and we're now competitive. But when, you know, on the flip side of that, we've ended up playing poorly against the teams that we normally beat comfortably. So, you know, in that respect, it's not good enough. It ain't good enough, Robbie, and it's not acceptable. And, you know, part of me would, look, we will always be happy finishing above Spurs. All right. But I will still have a very kind of bitter taste in my mouth if we finish above them, because it's not acceptable. Don't over celebrate if we do finish above Spurs. Don't think that that's an achievement. Be happy about it. You know, have a laugh with your mates and whatnot. And I know many Arsenal fans like me would have had bets on with, you know, their mates at the start of the season. So go collect your winnings and all that kind of stuff. But leave it at that. It's nothing to be gloating about. It's nothing to be writing home about. It's nothing to be sitting there and being like, yeah, it's a big achievement. St. Tottenham's Day and everything else. We never used to worry about St. Tottenham's Day because it used to just be normal. Yeah, finished above them. Yeah, and what? How many points was it this year? 30? Oh, yeah, all right, whatever. We're challenging for titles. We can't be using that as a, you know, a barometer to go, yeah, look, what an achievement. We finished above Spurs. So, who cares? We finished below West Ham. We finished below Liverpool. We finished below Leicester. We finished below Man United. We finished below Man City. That's what I care about. Go and have a look at how many points we finished behind Man City. That's what I want to look at. Not how many points we finished above Spurs or, oh, you know what? We were only like 6-7 points behind Liverpool. So Liverpool didn't win the league. Man City won it. How many points are we behind them? We're a million miles away. So what I, you know, because you know what will come. If it happens, yes, fine. Enjoy it because it's funny. All right. Especially in the season that we've had if we finish above them. But don't over-exaggerate it. Don't over-exaggerate it. Don't over-celebrate it because it's embarrassing. All right. We've had a poor season. And, you know, we can have a slight smile on our face on Sunday evening. But that's all it is. And then by Monday, it'll be like, you know what, season's done, couple of weeks off, want to go and just chill with the family and forget about Arsenal and then see what happens pre-season, signings and it's a huge summer for the whole club. Huge. And I think it's the biggest in a couple of decades, to be fair. I think it's absolutely massive. And it's imperative that we go out and get the signings that we need because we need loads, Robbie. And it's as simple as that. So we'll find out whether the owners are really going to back their talk, whether we really are going to be excited, or whether we've got to step up the protests even more and really start to try and push them out of the door. Because, yeah, this season's just not acceptable. But it's a win today. And good luck to Roy Hodgson as well. I want to say that. You know, he's been an unbelievable, you know, manager throughout football. Last of a generation, shall we say. And, you know, I don't know what he's going to do next. Hopefully he retires and for good and he just go and enjoy your retirement, man. Go and enjoy the rest of your life. Do you know what I mean? You've done everything you can within football, man. So happy retirement to Roy Hodgson. Sorry that we had to end it the way it did, but that's football.